There are no limitations to the mind except those who acknowledge both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Napoleon Hill. It's always been a question that we would playfully ask our friends, or maybe even ourselves at one point in our lives. What would you do if you had X amount of money, or you somehow find yourself in a situation where you have an endless supply of it? It's fun to think about, but after doing that, most of us just brush it off or continue on living our lives just the same. Don't we want that? Didn't we just say what we would like to do if ever we have that amount? Does it really seem that far of a possibility? And yet, most people stay the same, trapped inside the matrix, working from paycheck to paycheck. Here are the common habits you'd see from financially successful people. Disclaimer: this video is for informative purposes only. If you are suffering from any real financial issues, please try to seek professional help. With that said, let's begin. Number 1. Reading is considered a keystone habit as it has the power of widening your viewpoints, and you give a high level of awareness of how the world works. Reading exposes you to the ideas from successful people from the past, life lessons that took almost their whole lives to discover, where you can easily learn in a fraction of the time. Reading also gives you knowledge about patterns, ideas, tips and tricks from the most successful people in any given field of finance and financial psychology. Number 2. Block scheduling. Fill out a calendar or something you have to do for a specific day, or even in hourly increments, or whatever works for you during times when you still have to go to work. Fix a schedule you can do each day that would produce the most growth each and every day. Focus on a skill you want to work on. Number 3. Journaling. Dumping your thoughts on paper is a great way to keep the mind in a state of calm. Writing it down is therapeutic. It's basically like talking to a friend that could listen to you for as long as you want, and you can be as open as you want without really being concerned about what the other side might think. It helps with clarity and having long-term goals. As you begin to see things through a much better set of lenses, you can spot dangers ahead and create adjustments along the way. Also, checking specific goals you want to achieve and to write them down as if you're already doing it gives you the chance to go through things without having to risk much. To better understand your direction by identifying your North Star, which is something you can stumble upon while reading, and writing to see where it is you seem to have an inclination to. Number 4. Focus on producing instead of consuming. As the great Andrew Tate once said, when you go to a coffee shop, you can enjoy your coffee, but at the same time, you can also take the opportunity to observe your surroundings through the eyes of a financially intelligent person by asking yourself questions like, what made me choose this shop instead of the others? How can I improve this current situation? Or what makes this shop more successful than the rest? Building skills in your free time, reading a book, playing a guitar, for example. Just be productive, learning something new, and be more valuable in the eyes of the world. Number 5. Think weak. Have a week for yourself. Strategize and take a step back, as Bill Gates would sometimes do by doing retreats of his own in an isolated location where he would spend time reading books that he's chosen and writes down ideas without distractions. Meditate and be clear on what you're doing and keep your mental well-being in check. You could even take long walks and clear your brain. Number 6. Networking. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Hang out with people who are successful financially. Hype each other up. Find people who are driven. Connect with people who made success for themselves. Find real estate investors. Find someone in your family or find a mentor and ask how they did what they did. Message people online. If you have other ideas or tips that you've had in your own experience, feel free to comment down below. You could also like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more ideas that could keep us healthy, wealthy, and wise.